By adapting these into high-quality beach accessories for the international resort set, Mr. Su has created a business with sales last year of over $8 million.
We are using our quality to win over the market and grow. And the reaction of our clients and customers has told us that our product looks good and is reliable.
I think when China have these entrepreneurs and who become rich very quickly, it has its positive effect, and people they offer inspiration for the rest of the society, and to let them see that there is opportunity, real opportunity to become rich by themselves. But at the same time, because there's no well-developed framework for income redistribution, and they contribute significantly to the inequality, income and social inequality in China. As a result, they contribute to the social instability.
But the straw mat business is also a structured poverty alleviation effort. The farmers produce the raw material during the winter in the same fields that grew rice in the more temperate seasons, and Mr. Su purchases partly fabricated products from these small producers, linking them with international markets. Dragon heads are leading the way, from mats to mushrooms. This local mushroom cooperative has become a shareholding enterprise linked with the Zhejiang Foodstuff Import and Export Corporation, opening vast export markets for this simple commodity. By commissioning the farmers to supply mushrooms, the project is both raising and guaranteeing farmers' incomes.
Just about everyone in our village raises mushrooms.
Last year I made more than 20,000.
It was closer to 30,000.
Well, 25,000.
One enterprise that's sharing its success with local communities is Meifu Roast Duck of Winzhou. It contracts farmers to produce ducks and other rural produce, directly and indirectly employing thousands of Chinese farmers and helping to raise the standards of production and distribution of rural products.
Okay.
Su Miao's father sold sunflower seeds and peanuts in a remote mountain town. With more education and a modern business plan, Mr. Su is the chief executive of Da Hao Da, which distributes these simple commodities throughout China. This year, its turnover was more than $23 million. Inspired by the dragon heads, millions of Chinese are now dreaming of a better future.
I want to be a teacher when I grow up.
I want to be a doctor.
In an historic demographic shift, the majority of China's population will soon live in cities. But what if these cities begin to consume as much as those in industrialized countries? China's population is so large that with no curbs on migration, its urban infrastructure could easily be overwhelmed. Although there is much greater freedom now, to move to the city still requires a residence permit. To encourage a more orderly migration, the Chinese government has drawn up a plan for voluntary resettlement. Known as "come down from the mountain," it allows farmers who want to make the transition to move to development areas like Shenmen. The Shenmen development area, a sleepy sort of town halfway between the farm and factory, is one of 590 similar sites around Winzhou, which rural migrants can choose from. The come down from the mountain policy aims to help those who can't survive on marginal land to move closer to an urban existence, taking substantial pressure off fragile land better suited to forests than farming. The development areas are just the first step on a long journey, because hundreds of millions of people are projected to come down from the mountain. The city of Winzhou attracts farmers with the promise of prosperity, though some, an often forgotten minority, don't get residence permits. Urban life is tantalizing, but to many seems unreachable. The farmers' answer was to create Longgang, the first city built by and for farmers. But China will have to build hundreds of new cities over the next 20 years to absorb rural labor migration.
These people move to urban areas. They do not enjoy residential, proper urban residence, and do not have work permit. And they do not enjoy many benefits that are available to urban residents. Working in urban area is not always a story of success. Quite often they live in very poor conditions and have no social protection.
Foreign direct investment, particularly the setting up of special economic zones, is one solution, offering opportunities for new rural migrants.